This weekend, Singapore is playing host to our fight nights. The playground for the rich and famous continues to be a bucket list destination for fighters and fans, and an incredible stage for top fight action. Welcome to the UFC post-show presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. And welcome up top to my office that I'm joined by Paul Felder, Michael Bisping, John Gooden here. Heidi Andro is grabbing the fighters backstage. Gentlemen, it has been an emotionally charged week and it just finished so emphatically. Paul, I don't know about you. I mean, I'm just buzzing with nervous energy. I think I've got wrinkles on my fingers from when my hands have been so sweaty as well. This has been absolutely bonkers here.
Yeah, it's been a real crazy night, no doubt about it. I mean, both the guys in the main event just filled with emotion. You could see from the walk for Zombie just taking everything in. You just had a sense that he knew that no matter what, this was going to potentially be his last fight. And he laid it all out there. But Max, blessed Holloway, did what he does and proved that he is absolutely one of the best featherweights of all time. Yet again, and just there's only one other guy out there that's got his number, and it's the champion, Volkanovski. Other than that, he's freaking believable.
Listen, if you speak to the Zombie, that's what he wanted. That's how he wants to go out. It's as simple as that. I mean, he's the Korean Zombie. You got to go forward. You got to kill this guy to take him out. I mean, a legendary career against a legendary opponent. I mean, Max Holloway, he's as good as they come. We know that. And he was looking good. He landed some shots. He was certainly making it interesting, making it competitive. And then at the start of the third round, I think he just thought, you know what? If I'm having a tactical fight, if I'm trying to be strategic, if I'm trying to look for openings, I'm going to lose. I'm just going to go forward. I'm going to live up to the nickname, to the hype, to the legendary career, and just go for broke. And they both landed some shots, but as we know, it ended with the Zombie face down, game over, career done. But what a career it was. Congrats to both men.
Lovely assessment, Michael. Let's put some pictures to it, Paul, and unpack some of the highlights from that main event. Because as Michael said, both men had their moments.
Oh, absolutely. Most men did have their moments, but Max from the beginning was landing those cleaner shots and taking the shots from the Korean Zombie. But this, to me, was what it was all about. Both of these walkouts were probably the most charged walkouts that I've seen. And here we are in Singapore. It's, 10 a.m., 11 a.m. back on the East Coast. But Zombie went for it, laid it on the line, and he got put out. And that's how you have to fight when you know it's your last moments. You don't want to leave anything on the table. And Max just put on a clinic, man, when he turned it on and let those punching volumes go. And he got the finish and even said beforehand that he felt that he was going to go out there. And maybe tonight was the night he got to finish. It had been a while for him. And just look at this right hand when it comes.
Well, there was nearly a few finishes. I mean, let's be honest, every time he connected, he was doing a lot of damage. He sat him down earlier in I think it was the second round right there. And that just shows what a decent human being he is, because he's like, oh, this is done. I don't want to follow up. I don't want to hurt the guy. It's his final fight. But the Zombie, you got to kill this guy. Simple as that. The angle was slightly off, so the Zombie makes it to round 3. But as I say, respect to both men, Max looked as sharp, as technical, tactical. One of those words, as usual. Late. It's been a long day. But here's the finish again, one more time. This was beautiful. I mean, that's how the Zombie wants to go out. Yeah. Simple as that, and people talk about this. They talk about, I will go out there and I'll just kill or be killed. I'll throw down. No, a lot of people talk that. They say that, but they don't live that kind of life. The Zombie does, and that's why people respect him so much, because win or lose, that's what you're going to get.
We're going to try and get Max Holloway for you guys, of course. Whoa, it's getting breezy in here. Paul, on this point that Michael's talking about, kind of going out on your sword, as someone like the 1% that will never get to experience what this is like. On the other side, Max Holloway, he's still the -- 1 contender. He's still trying to get back to the champion. Did he need to engage the way that he did? By the way, I'm all kinds of happy that he did. But what is it about the mindset of a guy? Because he could have pulled back.
Yes. No, he needed a finish. He needed a finish. If he's going to get the respect, I know you're talking to Paul, but I'm like, of course he does. He wants to fight Alexander Volkanovski. He wants to get his belt back. He wants to eradicate those losses. And how do you do that? You go out there and finish somebody like that. He couldn't scrape by. He couldn't just get a punch decision. Right, Paul?
Yeah, I mean,
he could have done.
He could have done, yeah. But I think the way that the Zombie was just approaching him, that's how Max had to handle it. He was landing beautiful counters throughout that fight. He was landing big, powerful punches. Max showed that power on display again tonight. Because, listen, when he put him out at the end in that third round, that wasn't the first time he had wobbled him. He wobbled him in the first round. He sat him down and basically knocked him out. And then there was a chance where he recovered, almost choked him out, and then finally landed this right hand, on the money, and was eating shots in the process. Max yet again showing off that chin and just showing that, thank God, I mean, I can't wait to see what's next. I don't care who it is. Sign me up for any of these walkouts when Max Holloway's making the trip down.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.